Well, what's happening, guys? Yours truly here, Xavier Smith, aka Mr. XL Smith, aka Coach X. You know the one. I've got all the names, but only one mission. I've been sitting here to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others on a daily basis. And today is no different. Even though you go live and have mishaps like internet going out, such is life, right? So we're going to get into health from a perspective of excellence. We're going to get into that right here, right now. Stay tuned. All right, guys, yours truly here, Xavier Smith. If you watch this now, you watch this later. If you're watching this now or you hop on board, I would love to know who you are, where you're from, and give me an opportunity to celebrate with you. If you watch this later, please use the hashtag replay because we'd like to know who's consuming this content. My name is Xavier Smith, and I'm representing the Conscious Leadership Network today, and we're talking about health. And let me just make sure you are here and with me. And this is me. I'm a people builder, and I love connecting with people and listening twice as much as I like to talk. And that's kind of me in a nutshell. I'm a coach. More importantly, I care. I care about people. Oop, there we go. I care about people, which means that's you. So in this session that we are here together, what I'd love to do is just kind of give you a perspective of what health is. And when I bring that up, I'm going to tell you a few stories as to some of the clients, because I like asking people questions. And I love to get that feedback and use that as a means to make an impact, a positive impact in the lives of others. Hopefully the stories that you hear will help you want to improve. And something in between, we're always trying to do something to help you inspire for higher. That's my whole reason for being here. So during this time that we are here together, I'd like to bring up a guy by the name of Dan. He just started with me working here in person. I started my business helping people get busy and healthy and just get better at the game of life through fitness as a personal trainer back in 2007. And fortunately, I have been able to achieve over 100 five-star reviews. And Dan is one of the very few guys that I work with. Most of my clientele are women, and he signed on board with me today. I thought I had a picture loaded up, but thanks to technology, it's not showing up. But his name is Dan. He's about 53. He gave me permission to share his story. And I asked him, I said, Dan, what does health mean to you? And he responded with, what I associate with health is happiness. He went on to say that happiness to him, because he's right now looking at around 50 to 60 pounds overweight. He said, the heavier I am, the more apathetic I begin to come with my own outlook on life. So as such, the lighter and healthier I become, the more forward I look forward to living my life. And so he's hired me on to help him with that journey, because he saw some of my reviews on Google and reached out to me. And now he's here becoming an athlete. I call everybody either a champion or an athlete, because I do believe that everyone on this earth has had some sort of obstacle that they've had to overcome. And that my true heart's desire is to, show people enough love to where they believe that they're champions. So Dan is one of those people. He just left a few minutes ago, so I had to change up my wardrobe and get fitted for this presentation. And that's what Dan responded with as far as like his version of health. Now, transitioning into my version of health, I can tell you I'm an expert in my own life only. That's it, right? So when I think about the word health, I'd like to take you back to my 20s. when health to me was something that I really didn't concern myself with, because I was playing basketball, I was active, and I was using things like Mountain Dew as my water. I didn't even like the taste of water, right? And so things like that, I developed these habits of these mediocre habits, I should say. And life goes on, and I'm getting ready to enter my 30s. Year number 29 comes around, and something like a heart attack happens, right? Like, what? Who? What? Yeah, that happened. 29 years old, I'm having a heart attack, and I slept on it. So a little quick story about that is I was invited, because at the time I was serving in the military, U.S. Air Force, 10-year Air Force veteran. My brother called me. He said, hey, bro, you should come down and, we'll do a real estate dynasty. Come down and visit me. I did that. I was on leave. It happened on a Friday night. So I'm here taking a jump shot at ASU practice facility. And it felt like an elephant just came in the gym. He sought me out and sat on my chest, right? Sat on my chest. That was a Friday. I slept on it the whole weekend, thinking that it was gas, thinking that it was indigestion, thinking that it was something other than a heart attack. So Saturday rolls around. I'm still trying to do my thing, still trying to, do life, but still something is wrong. I didn't think it was a heart attack. Sunday rolls around, same thing. And so Sunday night, or Monday morning, I say, let me just go into the hospital and see if the doc, since I'm military, see if the doc can give me some Maalox or something simple, and I can get on my way. So 45 minutes later, the doc comes back, all this paperwork in hand, saying, Mr. Smith, you had a myocardial infarction. I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't even know how to spell that word, let alone what is it? So a myocardial infarction, turns out I had 50% clogged arteries by 50% with cholesterol going on in my heart. So that back then was my version of health. And that heart attack was, to me, a wake-up call. And it was that event, along with a few other things that we'll get into another video about, is one of those things that really got me to do some soul searching. And I'm in the hospital for 2 weeks, just my life flashing in front of me, thinking I'm way too young for this. So it's just so funny. Do you think that it's a funny thing? Like when certain crisis happens in your life, now all of a sudden you want to make a deal with your creator. So that's kind of what I did. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm still here. So, if you see fit for me to get out of this hospital, I'm going to dedicate my life to helping people avoid this situation. If I can make it out of here and reverse my situation, even better, let me do that. And so I think that's the deal I made with my creator. And I've been kind of chugging along ever since. But since that day, my version and definition of health has changed. Now I'm dedicating things to, habits of excellence instead of mediocre. So now I drink 2, 3, 4 bottles like this size of water every single day. This one is just filled. I would drink in front of you, but I don't want you to see that because it might get sloppy. But yeah, I'm more into habits of excellence, and I drink water daily. No longer drinking the soda, clogging up my arteries and making them just all kinds of ugly on the inside. And I'm in a position where I can help teach and inspire people to live a better life. That's why I call this the 3-verb virtue: impact, inspire, and improve lives of others for the better. And so now, flash forward to now, I've gotten certified as a life coach through Tony Robbins. I've also gotten certified through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, especially after having a heart attack, right? I'm like, what can I do to learn how to not do this again? Not the heart attack. How can I reverse that? That was me. That's the type of life that I was living back then. And so now I've dedicated my life towards helping other people avoid those common pitfalls. Does that make sense so far? Say yes. So to me, that's the new definition of health. To go even further, to me, as far as my personal experience with health is, I love to be able to have my body do whatever I want it to do, including like things like backflips, handstands, pull-ups with both arms or one arm, anything that I want on demand and under control. That's what my definition of health is. So the power question that I have for you, and now you can let this ponder, you can answer it right now if you're watching, or just let it be with you. Let my voice be with you as you ask yourself these power questions as you go about your journey in life. What is health to you? What does it look like? Have you even considered what your health is now, what it's like, and how much better it could be if you adapted some maybe different rituals, some different practices, some different habits? Or are you okay with living by default? So another question that I usually open my shows with is, are you a deliberate creator or are you living by default? Do you find yourself just constantly knee-jerk reacting to what life gives you and presents to you? Or are you vibrating at a level so high that most of that stuff just kind of washes off of you like water off a duck's back? Those are the questions that I started asking myself once I started getting into the rabbit hole of personal development, personal coaching, going through it myself personally and becoming the expert in my own life. That is what made me feel like I could help someone else, because I had to fix me first, right? Does that make sense? So that to me is what health is about. I told you today what my definition was. And what I'd love to do is go even deeper with someone like you. Now, I know you're looking at a screen. You probably are watching this from your cellular device, or maybe you're at your home. Whatever the case may be, you're looking at somebody on a screen right now. But what I'd love to do is take this relationship, take this moment, and go a little bit deeper. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, that means maybe taking action by joining us in the CLN, which stands for Conscious Leadership Network, where you can have conversations with not only people like me, but I have superpower friends, right, that have joined me. And they've invited me to be a part of this growing community. But there's so much more beauty and passion that can be shared with you. Something that's a little bit of a departure from the status quo. We're talking people who are awake and want to go to a higher level. Some people that are so passionate about living life deliberately as opposed to just coasting through life mediocrely. I don't even know if that's a word, but it sounded good. So that's a community that I'm a part of. And I would so love it. It would be beyond words if I could have somebody like you, if you're ready, to join us here in the Conscious Leadership Network. Now, there is a link that you will find in this description box if you are even in the smallest iota curious about what goes on in this community. Use that link, become a member of my tribe, and let's go from there. Because what you're going to find are people like the CEO of this company, Palace. She is a energy light worker herself. You got people like Jeremy, who brings the passion with his imagination. We got other people like Mallory, who's just multifaceted, and other people like Bella, who really just helps you work on your human design. If you're interested in anything like that, this is the place to be. And I'm just happy to be along, Wonder Twin powers activate in the form of somebody who cares. That's me. I'm a people builder. So as I bring this train to a close, I just want to say I'm so happy, so delighted that I get to be with you here and now. And I look forward to the moment we get to meet online in the CLN community. And I also want to remind you that there are many solutions out there. Oh, we got some comments. All righty. Let's see. We got Jordan Ray Smith. Hey, Xavier, so nice to see you and great message. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I give you a big Hercules for saying that and stopping by? I certainly appreciate you for doing that. One of my sayings is, if you show me love, I promise you I will show it right back. And that one is for you, Jordan. So yeah, as I was saying, there are many solutions out there, guys, and some of them are pretty good. Most of the ones that you're going to find that are excellent are within the CLN community. So I want to highly encourage you to think about joining us within our growing community. If there are no other comments, no other questions, I'm just glad. I want to go burst into song. I'm going to date myself, maybe take it back to the Carol Burnett days. But I'm so glad we've had this time together. All right, guys, that's my time. I just wanted to say thank you for allowing me to share who I am with you for this 12 minutes or so, and let you know that I love you, I care for you, and I'd like to see you on the other end in the CLN. Bye-bye.